Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of Objection.lol Academy. In this episode, you will learn the basics of Objection.lol and master them after this episode. So when you first get on Objection.lol, you'll see Objection, select your character and pose, submit your objection, then your friends with your irrefutable evidence. You can choose your character and, do all this, confident, change poses, put music, type your stuff, and then you can just push objection. But what if you want to do something more advanced than this? And if you want to make those Among Us videos, well, here's a simple answer. See, I'm playing on mobile, and for mobile players, users, you want to go to these three dashes, probably the same for a computer. And so you'll see three options. Actually, no, you'll see about 9 options right now. The last option is, we'll go over that in another episode. But for right now, let's focus on these 8 options. Simple objection is what we're on. Objection maker, which we'll go to in courtroom, is live courtrooms like an Ace Attorney Online. We're only going to be focusing on the objection maker for now. So you want to go to the objection maker. And it may look overly complicated when you first see it. 3 dash lines, preview, submit, add frame, copy and paste, gear button, garbage can, and then you got frames. So these are called frames, and with frames you can edit your character, type your text. So let's start with the basics, the characters. You have many options to choose from. They put it in separate categories. You can be Phoenix, change poses, You can also be Frantica if you want. Well, you can't be them, but you could add them. All this. You can pause. You can be Apollo Justice, and you may be seeing this category right here called Custom. Basically, it's for custom characters, and we'll go over that in another episode. For right now, let's stick with this character, Apollo Justice. So when you do tap on the text box, you start to see about 8 options. And it may look overwhelming at first, but trust me, it's not. So let's first start with a simple sentence. Hi, I'm Apollo Justice. Simple sentence. And you can preview it by clicking the preview button. As you can see, it previews it. Now you may also notice the text box is a little different. Hopefully in a future update they'll add custom text boxes, but for now we only have this. Now, it may look a little bland, which, does look bland. So let's spice it up a little. To change the color, you want to click on this palette right here, this paint palette. Text color, highlight the text you want to color. And basically what it's saying is you can choose between many different colors. You can choose between the preset red, green, or blue, or a custom color. Let's do a custom color for now. Right? Let's do this. Now, you see these? You got parameters right here. You got your hex value, and you got your end value. Well, not end value. Think of them as input and output, right? Or if you're someone who's advanced in code, you can think of them as this is a semicolon to end your argument. So let's retype it in. And then let's preview it. As you can see, it changes, the color changes, the text color changes to the color I've chosen. Now, it looks cool and all, but I want to spice it up even more. Maybe make the text go a little faster? Well, to do this, all you have to do, click on this A with an arrow, and, it controls the text speed. Now, when I first started, I thought, the more text speed, the more faster it gets. However, I've now since learned that that is not true. The more you have, the less, the more time it takes for the text to get out. The less you have, the faster it goes. Let's maybe put it at 75, 72, right? So we're going to preview it. It goes a little bit slower. Now that's great. Now what if we want to pause, right? Well, we can just go to this stopwatch and choose between many times. I personally recommend to just use the preset times, but you can choose whatever you want. Let's go 789, right? Now obviously this is useless since we don't got another frame, so all we have to do is go to here and put add frame. As you can see, we just added another frame, so let's change it, right? Maybe this. So, no, let's change the character actually. There we go. We'll maybe do this. Okay, so now we added another frame. So let's add more. Let's add some text to him. We can say, no, you are not. Now, another neat thing about these characters is that you can add custom names, speech bubbles, objection, hold it, take that. You can also stop pose animation, which is anything damage, air guitar, any of that kind of stuff. Flip side, which literally means what it means, flip side. No talking, which means the character's mouth doesn't move. And yeah, so let's just do objection. Right? The pop-up bubble objection. Now, let's say you want to add some flashes. Well, we can just add some flash. You want to go to the sun icon, and you have 3 different choices. Small, which means little flash, not as big as an impact. Medium, medium impact. Large, large impact. Large flash, basically. So for now, let's go small flash, and we got a shake. Now, the new feature they just added yesterday is that you can adjust the how long your shake lasts. For now, we're only going to be focusing on the presets, so you can choose between large, medium, or small. Select the flash. So let's choose the small. So now, if we preview it, see, it works. Now, another neat thing I want to go over is the music. Let's say you want to add music, right? I mean, you need to add music. You don't have to, but music is kind of necessary to make something a little bit better. So, you want to go to your musical icon, and you have all the preset ones, right? Let's choose Objection 2007. So, you can preview the music. Maybe I don't want that one, right? Well, you can do this. I think that'll do it. Now to insert the music, you want to push the blue button that says Insert Tag. What it will do is it will insert the tag, and when you play in the preview, it will play. So, for example, as you can see, it's playing the other selected music because I didn't insert the tag on the 2004. Now, since we got this, maybe you want to add some sound effects, right? So you want to go to the sound icon, and I want to add this sound effect, right? Damage, preview, same thing. And then when we preview it, as you can see, the sound plays. Now, for every frame, I recommend after text you do insert tag for 100 milliseconds. That way the reader can read it. So now if we preview it, as you can see, it works. Now, let's do maybe corner. There we go. And look. Now you can also adjust the parameters. For example, let's just say, oh man, this goes a little bit too slow. Well, we can adjust it to 50. Just a little bit faster. There we go. Now, I want to have your attention over here. This button right here. This is copying frames. You can copy frame and paste frames. It's essentially, well, I don't use it, but it can be useful at times. Now, if you click the copy frame, it'll only copy the pose in the background. However, I never really tested out what copy frame full does. And it looks like it doesn't do anything. This trash icon is for deleting stuff. You can also use these to preview frames individually or preview from a selected point. Yeah. So, let's do this, that, input. Why is that? Now, if we preview it, we got 3 frames. So now that you know all the stuff, well, most of it, I want to focus your attention on this. This is for adding evidence. Now, the difference between all these is this doesn't come with any presets, so you're going to have to add it on your own. I'll show you in another tutorial. Just like this, you can add custom music, and this, you can add custom sounds. And then there are these. Frame options, move immediately to the next frame, or merge with next. We're only going to be focusing on these 2 options for now. So let's talk about move immediately to next. as you can see, when you do this, it moves immediately to next, and it does not wait. So for example, if you're ever doing an export on here, basically what the Objection.lol will do, recorder, is it will add some time to wait before the next text comes in, or the next frame. However, once you put move to next frame immediately, it will ignore that pause and just switch to the next frame. This is good for any text you want to add. For example, we could say, we could say this, and then put merge with next, which I will also show you. I'll show you what it does. Then point, like what? Merge with next is what it does is it combines the two texts together, as you can see. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, there's also a glitch where sometimes it can do that. But see, we combine two frame texts together. This is specifically good with, combining poses or in animations. So, yeah, there you go. You know the basics of Objection.lol. Hopefully you learned how to change backgrounds, the importance of these. Yeah. Thank you for watching.